School's out and vacation season, it's kicking into high gear, but the need for blood donors, well, it just never goes away.
And we are at a critical time for blood donations, and there are lots of ways for you to help here in your community. Terry McCarthy with Community Blood Services of Illinois joins us to talk all about not only the need, but ways that we can help fill it.
Absolutely. This is the time of year for people to vacation and go have fun, like we say, but we're missing out on a key component of our donor base, which is high school and college students, which make up nearly 20% of our donor base. And between that and people vacationing, we're having a hard time getting donors in. So we're here to ask people if they will please consider coming in to donate blood. It will save up to 3 lives right here in our own backyard, as we are the sole supplier of blood to all the area hospitals.
Quick economics lesson. It's not necessarily that the need has gone up in the summer because more people are getting hurt or whatever. It's that the supply of what people are donating has gone down.
Exactly. And so in order to keep up with that need, which is constant, as you said, we are have some special incentives to offer this summer to sweeten the pot, and hopefully on top of saving those lives, that we hope that people might come in with that extra nudge, as we have gift cards to give away all summer long. So people who come in and donate blood take about an hour of their time to do this. Afterwards, we'll have a voucher that is redeemable for a gift card to either Amazon or Dairy Queen or Domino's or even Casey's General Store. So you can get from ice cream to gas to almost anything that you want.
And here I was hungry before the segment started, and now I definitely need food.
Well, I just think it's so inspiring to hear that our young people are seeing the need and fulfilling it by giving blood. I mean, it's just unfortunate that they're, gone for the summer, but that's great that they see the importance of giving back in that way.
They do, and we need to grow new donors. That's really important to us, and again, we want to make it easy for people to donate, so we try to get into the schools and make it just as simple as possible. And we know that people, once they do it, that they will have such a good experience that we want them to come back and come back regularly.
They'll have such a great experience that they'll want to show their gun show. Yes?
Yeah, I was wondering if every person got the bandage that matched their shirt. It matched perfectly. This summer, if you're not on vacation for the times that you're not, what are people to do this summer if they want to help and donate blood?
Almost 7 days a week you can come to the Urbana Donor Center, which is on the corner of University and Wright Street in front of OSF Hospital here in Urbana. So anytime there, but we're also partnering with Channel 3, WCIA, the Gift of Life blood drive that we're going to have right here in the back parking lot, and that is on Friday, June 28th from 9 a.m. till 3 p.m. And with that blood drive, you can also get one of those gift cards. But in addition to that, that week is another critical week, so everybody who donates is going to be put into a drawing for a $500 Visa gift card. And who can't use that? That's right. So
I understand there are snacks too afterwards sometimes,
snacks,
right? Like, that's my favorite part.
Always snacks. It's great because we have a great variety of snacks and offer that. But what most people don't know is you also dump a whopping 650 calories with a single donation, so you can afford all of those snacks and feel guilt-free about it and skip the gym that night.
Okay,
but you do need to eat ahead of time. I learned that the hard way last time I donated.
Very important.
Well, I was going to say, eat ahead, but let's walk through what a blood donation looks like for those people who may be hesitant or scared.
Yeah.
When you come to the blood drive, what happens?
When you go there, you're going to have your picture ID, and someone is going to register you, check your name, address, all that stuff, and then you're going to answer about 50 questions. We have to do this every time, but the questions are everything from how you feeling today? Have you eaten? Because we want somebody to eat within a few hours of donating. We also want people to drink a lot of extra water. After they answer those 50 questions, they do a mini physical where they get their heart rate checked, their blood pressure, all those things to make sure that they are healthy, moving forward. And then the blood donation part is only about 10 minutes.
Oh.
So that's about all of that. Another 10 minutes after that, we want you to sit down and eat those snacks and feel good about yourselves, and tell all the people when you walk out there, when you have that matching band around there, when someone says, "What that for?" say, "I'm a lifesaver. How about you?"
Yeah.
And it's an hour for a chance at a gift card, and obviously the big deal is making a difference in the lives of 3 people who need it. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it.
One-day event happening here with us here at WCIA at our blood drive in the back parking lot on Friday, June 28th from 9 to 3. And we hope you'll show up and make a difference in the lives here of people in the community who may need that extra little blood.
And there are plenty every single year.